Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. Very, very interesting results. Very, very, very interesting. Up. What is? Come on. What is that so small? Oh, okay. It's just really zoomed out. Okay. Okay. Hi. Doodling. Okay. Very. That wasn't me on a different device. Be quiet, licorice. Well, that doodle's quite small. Okay. This is so laggy. See, that is a warning symbol at the bottom there. Why does I made this too big? Let me just. Okay, just ignore it. Pretend you never saw this. Hi. There's the cat annoying me. You can stay there if you just mind your own business. Okay. Now, I shall just do some silly little doodles. Because that's why I'm here. I shall do silly little doodles that have no meaning. They don't have to look good, because they're not meant to look good. They're meant to look goofy, doodly, and boop. Um, yes. Please, be good. I'm just gonna enjoy my head, because I may not look at the camera. If you see anything black past the camera, that was the cat. Yeah. Why is this so thick? Why is it so thick? Why is that so pixely? Zoom out. Out, out. Oh, yeah, it's good enough. Good enough. You know the old saying, good enough? Wait, that's bad, that's bad. Just want to rig it. You know what, I just use circle tool. Easier. No. Do you mind? Seriously? Don't think she cares about me. Don't eat my plant. Don't eat my Zorro. Do you want to go out? Do you want to leave? Do you want to leave? No? You just want to stay? You're special like that? Is it special or was it annoying? Probably both. Anywho, what was I doing? Ah, yes. Eh, eh. This head's far too big. Bum. Bum. Okay. So, whoever is choosing to watch this, how was your day? Why are you watching this? And, um, favorite doctor? Go. Peter Capaldi. This- I do love how crunchy this looks. crunch. Um, yes. Um, I don't know. Eh, eh. It's just a happy little starfish. I don't know. You know what? I prefer the original. Sorry, just. Ch Oh, now you want to leave? No, 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 no! Don't scratch that. That's a Dalek costume. No, did you damage that? You better not have. It doesn't. That doesn't look like damage. Oh, you little criminal! You're a criminal! You're a maniac! You're. 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 Okay, move. Move. I can't open the door when you're in the way. No. Move. Thank you. You know, get out of here. Perry the Platypus looking guy. Um, because I was too lazy to put this on multiple layers. From the head, I guess. I guess I did that. Um, I shall just roughly do this. You know what? Nah, you deserve better, whoever's watching this. You're suffering enough. 2 layers? Oh my goodness. Actually, it's 3, but just don't look at that. Um, first of all, let's do the rough detail. Oh my goodness, so crunchy. It's delicious. One arm longer than the other. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Then there's... Yes. And that is what some people may call beautiful. Or ugly. Truly a face only a mother could love. I'm the mother. But seriously, that face is way too weird looking. Oh, much. He looks like he's in pain. Are you in pain? Yeah, the nose is too small, same with the mouth. The cheeks take up much too space. His face is more square than it is circular. Like a Minecraft character. Oh, whatever. I don't know what to draw. I know. Just gonna... No, that's a bad idea. I was thinking about the cool detail, but it just looks like a villager. Yeah. Oh, did I not put this on the new layer? Okay, that's annoying. Don't know, I just thought of this on the spot. I think there's like a yellow flower, that's a yellow flower, and then there's like a smaller robot light. Like, oh look, a flower! Yay! This is so crunchy! Yay, flower! I like to think. Let's have a play around with this sort of simple concept here. Let's just play around with it. Let's see inside the robots, inside the little skulls, is a flower. And the flower, like, flower's roots, it's full of soil. The robot's full of soil. And the roots are like, all over. It's like a nervous system. So, like, semi-humans, semi-humans are just like a clump with veins. The robot is um the robots have like a, you know, a flower. And but the thing is, how would that work? how would the flower get the sunlight? So what if, instead of there being like lights in the eyes, they're holes? So every morning the robot stares at the sky. Yeah. The robot will stare at the sky, and sun rays come in and give the sun the needed light. They come here with the needed light. Not in the robot shell, because it's like it goes into the the eyes and shines on the flower. I know that's not how sunlight really works, but well, not what I said, simply what I drew. And the flower absorbs the light, and the flower is happy. However, that's not the full story of a flower. How does the flower, two, how does the flower, one, get water, and two, reproduce? Because flowers kind of need to do that. Now, the easy answer for the reproduce one would say when the flower dies, before it dies, it drops a seed, and then the robot, after the seed is dropped, the robot will go into a little hibernation mode. So the legs retract, so it's like this. The soil's kept. No, the soil will be pushed up here to bury the seed. The soil gets pushed by the legs to bury the seed. So now the seed is no longer sitting on top, but it's buried. Meaning some soil does actually fall out. Now, soil falling out is pretty bad, so every time the plant goes through a cycle of life, some soil falls out until eventually not enough soil can sustain the plant and the robot dies. Robots aren't immortal, remember that. Oh, someone said afternoon. Oh wow, a viewer. Oh wow, I'm sorry to waste your time with this robot thing. What am I doing? I'm so weird. Okay, so then that's how they would reproduce. But I said that was the easy option because saying that the plant just goes through a cycle of life, that's easy. Plants don't do that. Plants aren't solely asexual. They could use two plants. Now, normally a bee would go into the plant and go to another plant. Now, you could say a bee enters through the eye, but bees won't do that because they're not stupid. Um, I do not know. Other than the robot literally standing over another robot and like rubbing eyeballs together. You know what? This is a good idea. This is a good idea. See, that's what you need to do sometimes. Sometimes you just need to draw. You need to draw this, and you just talk. Talk to yourself about your imaginary robot you made up on the spot. However, this entire thing I've done here changes the meaning of this. because he's giving a flower, and before now the flower's inside here. So it's like you handing your brain, and people don't. He has thick veins. People don't hand each other veins. He like here you go, Timmy. Take this, my brain. Take it. Yummy. Oh, Timmy, why won't you love my brain? Did I say good afternoon to Cyan Addict? Or did I just mention I received a message in the chat? Good afternoon, whatever. I'm sorry, not to be rude. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now let me pretend I have a robot friend. Um, so the robot friend, why would someone hand a brain to a child? Let's think this through. Let's think this through. Let's think this through. So robot has brain. Robot stares at sun in the morning. Plant dies. Say the plant dies, that's the dead plant, and drops seed. Robot does this and pushes the soil to cover the seed and bury it. And then the seed grows into this. I've just made the life cycle of robot boy I shall name. See, I wanted to say Boris. I want to say Boris. I really want to say Boris. That's a dumb name for a species of robot. It's a species. It has life. Actually, these are not robots. They're cyborgs. But instead of human plus tech, it's plant plus tech. That, I should write a book. That is interesting. That is interesting. Okay, okay, okay. Why would you hand someone your brain? See, my first thought is this guy's suicidal, and he's handing his brain to that guy because he doesn't want to waste a good flower. However, I think that's much too dark. So let's just say this robot. This. Why is this robot smaller? I'm sorry, I'm missing the obvious. If the robots reproduce. Wait, how does. Okay, I've missed something. I've missed something very bad. I've missed something. If the robots reproduce by this, however, they lose soil every time their legs go inside, they push soil up to bury the seed and help it grow. Now, if every time it loses soil, meaning it's not immortal. Oh, hi, Wesley. So the robot. Okay, there's so many people here. Um, 3 likes. Wow. Okay, I'm missing stuff. I'm missing stuff. So when there's not enough soil, why am I rushing? When there's not enough soil, Mr. Robot here does the regular push-up thing. The legs retract, and the soil isn't enough to bury this guy. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. He sits on there, and eventually, no, not bury it. Eventually, it just doesn't reach sunlight cannot reach. Sunlight cannot reach the seed, no matter what. Now, sunlight can no longer reach the seed, let's just say. Even though it probably could. So sunlight can no longer reach the seed, so the robot is dead. Without a brain, you can't do much, so you just fall on the ground and rot. Okay. It's dead. It's rip. Um, how am... Sorry, I wasn't looking. How are you? I am fine, thank you. Wesley. Wesley Crusher. Sorry. I don't know how often you get compared to Wesley Crusher. Hopefully not too much. Um, and I don't know. I don't know if you like Wesley Crusher or not. Do you even know who Wesley Crusher is? Wesley's a unique name. What if it's your real name? So this not this doesn't say dad. It says dead because this robot is dead. Now, how does the robot get the water to plant the seed? Well, I could say the robot. I should rename the stream. It's no longer doodling, and it's more this robot. I need to generate a life cycle for the robot. I'm not sure who that is. Oh, it's Wesley Crusher. Is it Wesley Crusher? From Star Trek. Oh my goodness. Let me Google it. Let me Google it. Let's see if I got the name right. Yeah, Wesley Crusher from Star Trek. Played by Will Wheaton. Star Trek Next Generation, to be specific. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Wait. It's Wesley Crusher. That kid. Superboy Genius. Wesley Crusher. Yes, the Star Trek guy. Star Trek guy. Many Star Trek guys. Many. Okay. So if a robot is controlled by a plant, how does he water the plant brain? I'm often compared to... Wait, the heart button is blocking the word. Wait. I'm often compared to Wesley from Princess Bride. Oh, I don't know that, Wesley. Let me Google it. I'm sorry, I mostly watch sci-fi. Unless Princess Bride is sci-fi, then I'm sorry for not watching that. Princess Bride. Oh, it's the sword guy. I have seen the sword guy in YouTube clips occasionally. Ah, yes. Comedy fantasy. So it's like when I think comedy fantasy, I think of Holy Grail. So I'm just gonna assume it's something like that. What was I originally saying? Oh yeah, how does if your brain is a plant, how do you water it if you have holes here? You could look at the sky. If you look at the sky when it rains, the water will go in there. However, that's not very efficient. That's not very efficient, is it? And if you're a plant, you want it efficient, so you could make make whatever you want to make. I don't know what plants do in their free time. Um, so what if the robot opens? How would a plant open up a robot? Plants can't open tin. Um, what if the plant? Hmm. Ah, of course, I'm missing the obvious. The roots. Roots absorb water. So where will the roots go? They're in the soil. Let me draw this over here. This is robot named Boris. You can never have too many people called Boris, fun fact. Um, this is Boris, the robot guy I just made up. Now he's one of the robots I drew and now I'm creating lore. This is doodling. It's not doodling. Lore for Boris. Yes. This is Boris law. Okay. Move that arm, sorry. Your arm's in the way. Oh, wait. I'm stupid. Wait. Get rid of your arm. I don't need it anymore. Oh! The arm! Well, if the arm has a hole here, so when it rains, he just kinda... That will give a use for the arm. That will give a use for the arms. And let's say the legs are also hollow. No, if the legs were hollow... No, that would just be useless. Okay, actually, if the legs were hollow, they're not hollow here. This is not hollow. Because if it was hollow, the soil would fall out. Spiders live in here. This is a spider and there's a web. Okay, so now this is not only a creature. I've created an ecosystem. So now insects live in the leg. Insects. Insects live in the wet leg. The body is full of soil. There's a plant. No, the soil is much higher. The plant lives in the brain, and it gets its water from the sky, which falls down the arm and into the soil, into the roots. Okay. Now, how do they get in and out the leg? Let's say the spiders. Oh, I don't know. How does the robot behave? How does... I like the drawings. Thank you. They're barely drawings. I would not call any of this... Drawings require work. This is literally me brainstorming with myself. Learning is boring unless it's fun. Make it fun. This is what I'm doing. This isn't even learning. This isn't even learning. This is just this. I just literally doodled a robot, and now I'm here creating law. All good things have law. Law. I didn't like the C. Well, it should be on its side. Sorry. There you go. Colon 3C. Because I'm a little more quirky than colon 3. Even more quirkier. So let's say the robots. Now, if a robot were entirely self-sufficient, this robot is entirely self-sufficient. It needs to move. Why would a robot want to move if it's entirely self-sufficient? Why would anything want to move? It's a lot of... That's how a lot of my drawings go. Sometimes something random else. How I make a cool score. Yes, that is how a lot of things happen. Wouldn't it be cool if that one sentence? That has to be my favorite sentence. Sorry, every Doctor Who quote ever. Um. Okay. Let's think this out. Let's work this out. The reason you move if you're self-sufficient, why would you move? Predators. Now, what eats plants or metal? Bugs. Oh wait, no, bugs live in the leg. My ecosystem. Bigger robots. Yes. Bigger robots attack the smaller robots. Why would a plant want to attack a plant? Oh, well, if it's like um, a weed. Yes. It's plants versus zombies. It's robot plants versus robot zombies. Okay. So plant in here, and there's like a bigger robot. And he's like, no. How would a robot attack? It it steals the robot. I need to kidnap these guys and move them around. Get over here. Oh, I've done a lot. I've done too much. Some may say too much. How long has the stream been going? I don't know. 40 minutes. Wow, time flies in 40 minutes. Some may say it flies too fast. Some may say it doesn't fly fast enough. It's personal opinion. Um. So. Big robot. Okay, big robot. The arms are holes. So big robot will smash small robot and like steal its soil. Yes, robots steal soil because this guy's full of delicious, nutritious soil. And so you want to steal soil from other robots. So this guy has a new motivation. He's running from predators and being a predator. Yes. Now, now how do the plants obtain the metal? How do they make the suits? How do the plants how do the plants learn of this? If you're self-sufficient and you're only, well, let's say if every 12 years my brain killed itself and replaced it with a different brain, so I'm a different person, but my skin is still intact. So like, you look the same, but inside you're different. So let's say there's seven of these guys, and every few years, let's say every 12 years, they die, and then refix themselves until eventually, let's say every 48 years, one of them dies fully, doesn't regenerate, and the cycle continues. How do you replenish the species if you... And if you add to that robots killing each other, let's say even less, 24 years a robot dies, and every 24 years a robot dies from another robot, and every 48 years a robot dies of old age. Now if that were the case, how would a robot make more robots? No, how would the thing inside make more robots? Let's say this inside. How would that make more skin suits? Now, if I was inside my skin, which I am, and I didn't want other skin people were dying, which they are, I would make more skin people. But where would they come from? Okay, let's think of this logically. Let's think of this logically. Where do normal robots come from? They are made. Well, what if? Okay, let's have an inspiration from our source. So the original picture, the the Adam the Adam and Steve, if you will. This is Adam, this is Steve. They're not boys. They're not boys. They're nothing. They're robots. They're plants. Plants don't have gender. Deal with it. Okay, Adam and Steve, he's giving a plant to the smaller robot. Now, where did the smaller robot come from? Now, let's say recycling. Well, if you recycle, well, if you reduce, reuse, recycle. So let's say once a big robot dies, robots make more robots out of robots. No, that doesn't solve the issue. You can recycle, but where are these materials coming from at the beginning? You see, let's say a leg falls off. Let's say a leg let's say a leg falls off and they recycle the leg into a smaller robot. So, where would the leg material come from? a bigger robot, a bigger leg, and so forth, so forth. Now, I could say God exists, so God created the leg, and the leg created the robots. However, that doesn't explain. Eventually, these guys will just die out, and all robots will just get smaller and smaller and smaller until they're all Adam. So let's rule out God. Also, God is a lazy answer. Any book that says God did it, it's just lazy answer. Lazy. It's just lazy. So, um, now I could. The problem is. Hi. Oh, hello, Elliot. It's been a while. Oh my giddy aunt. It's Elliot. Forgot he existed. Just kidding. Bro. Ah, yes. Okay. Okay. Now, for anyone who's unaware, I'm creating lore for a character for no reason. Yes. A character for no reason. And I'm trying to. Yeah, the problem is the living thing isn't the skin. It is the plant inside the robot. So the plant doesn't actually do anything. It simply controls the robot using. I'm not going to explain. You're so good. Oh, thanks. I don't know. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I'm not that good actually. If you want to see good, Google, 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 Google Doctor Who. That's a good show. That's a good show. I'm totally not biased. Sorry, let me just pull out my cardboard cutout. I'm totally not biased. That isn't a cardboard cutout of a Dalek from Doctor Who. That is a cardboard cutout of none of your business. Um, now, what was I doing? Okay. Um, so. Draw me. Your profile picture? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm assuming you mean your profile picture, which is a guy being stabbed. A pretty, like, stabby, violent. You know, violence is often cool. I don't know. Is violence cool, or am I just don't understand youth? Oh, anyone older than me hearing me say don't understand youth is probably sighed. Huh. If you want to make someone feel bad about their age, have someone younger than them complain about kids these days. Yes. Yep. Okay. Well, just having a look at your profile picture here is a guy being stabbed. Now, it is red guy being stabbed, and it's motorcycle. Now, I don't know what that's a screenshot from. So if I now this would probably that's a bad one. Well, let's just color. No, I'll just so like if I were to lazy doodle, this is lazy. So if I were to be lazy, I would literally just. This is incredibly lazy, by the way, so don't take it as a drawing. Take it as a gun. I mean, a fun. I didn't say gun. You said gun. Um, so. I not lol. Shocked face. Oh, I don't know what that means. So cool. I don't know. Is it that cool? I'm not proud of it. I wouldn't hang this in a gallery. No offense. No offense to your profile picture. Oh, everyone loves the color red. I, is- okay. Sorry for anyone who didn't like the color red just there. I'm sorry. Um, this is very lazy. Lazy art. This is lazy. I don't know why I wrote it out. Sorry. Um, okay. So then you have like two swords, don't you? You have two swords, which I shall just do this for. The swords look identical, right? The swords are identical. Yes. So I shall just do this and this. Actually, I shall do this on a different layer to make my future life easier. Sword. The sword's like it's a detailed sword. It's not like a straight sword. It is like a it's like a this kind of sword. Yeah, something like that. I don't know what this screenshot was. Oh, I made it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. That sword is too. Oh, okay. I see the problem. Threshold is 8. I'm gonna make it 1. Oh, it's not threshold. It is growth. Why is growth on 9 pixels? Now if I put growth to 0 pixels and actually change it to 1 pixel, actually let's make it 2 pixels. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Still pretty smooth. You gotta have it smooth. Everything's better when it's smooth. Fun fact. POV me. Yes, and then the sword is the same here. Except there's like a guy being shoved through the chest, which I shall get lazy for. So there's like a guy wearing a helmet. Different layer, different layer, different layer. And there's like a guy wearing a helmet being stabbed. Yes. And then it's like a helmet guy. And this not very straight lines, is it? Yeah, helmet guy. And helmet guy being stabbed. Oh, if you're new to the channel and watching this stream, then I would like to say don't look at my old art, it's bad. Now, helmet guy's being stabbed. Yeah, dead. Rip. Now, I think just looking here, helmet guy is like grey. And of course, of course, of course, of course, of course. Okay. Rip. You also have some lines going for your characters, which I'm not sure are intentional or not. So I shall just kind of mimic them. Sorry for getting a bit lazy. I'm sorry. I'm tired. It's been a long Monday today. It has been a very long Monday. Yes. There you go. You're welcome. It not. It not lazy. It not bad. It not Monday. So holy, it's not bad. Okay. Yes. Now what was I originally saying? Okay. Okay. So I think an emoji. Is that a dab? Oh, I haven't seen a dab in years. I have not. Oh, I think that's a dab. Is that a dab? That appears to be a dab, yeah. Okay. Wow. Um. So let's say Boris, which is the name of this guy. Um. Now again, the problem is the living thing is inside the skeleton. How does the living thing make more skeletons? And I don't know. So how do we make more skeletons? We are jellyfish inside a skeleton. Humans. Humans are. As I explained ages ago here, humans are jellyfish inside body. So what normally happens is humans make more humans. Now, how does robot make more robot? Now, I would like to say that robot make more robot through... I've already answered... No. I answered the question. The robot dies through this. When this happens, the robot is dead. But the problem is, this life cycle doesn't reproduce. This isn't reproduction. This is... What? Okay, okay, let me explain this from the beginning. Let me explain this from the beginning for the people not understanding. Sorry, Elliot. Um, I drew this picture of robot. There's robot giving flower to smaller robot. But then I thought, why would the robot have a flower? It's a robot. Then I thought, oh, what if the robot is the flower inside, and the flower is like the brain, like the human? But then why would you give your brain to another human? That's weird. So then I developed the life cycle. So the flower gets light. That's very thick. That's very okay there. So sunlight goes through the hole in the head, and the robot sunlights the flower. The flower absorbs sunlight. This is made up. Don't worry. Robots don't exist. So flowers don't exist. These are so cool. I wish flowers were real. Okay. So then flower dies though. Everything dies eventually. Sad fact of life. So when it does die, it drops a seed inside the robot. So then the robot's legs go inside and it pushes the soil up to help bury the seed. Then the seed grows roots and then it happens again. This again. Robot is fulfilled. Life cycle done. However, sometimes whenever it pushes up the hole in the eye, soil comes out. So now every time a flower dies, there's less and less soil. And eventually, when there's not enough soil, sunlight can't reach it. Sunlight cannot reach the seed. The seed cannot get buried properly, etc., etc. The robot is dead. And as you can see here, I wrote dead because he's dead. So robot is dead now. However, that doesn't explain anything. As you could see here, the robot gets water because its arms are hollow. Rain comes through the arms, goes into the arms, and waters the soil. So now the plant can absorb water through the roots. Now, inside the legs are also hollow, but they're not hollow all the way through. They're like there's like a bit here to stop soil coming out. Now, insects live in here, so it's kind of like an ecosystem, you know? Now, my I've developed the species I named the guy's called Boris. This is Boris. That's Adam and that's Steve because these two started it all, Adam and Steve. Um, I am Steve. Um, Now robots need a motivation. If they could do all this by not moving, what's the point in moving? Now the point in moving is to run from monsters, bigger robots. Now bigger robots crush smaller robots, small unsuspecting robots, like he doesn't know what's happening and he's also flour, but bigger flour. No, not bigger flour. Regular sized flour. Just a lot more soil. Now, that means the roots have to be a lot stronger, meaning these robots are really fragile to change. So let's just say there isn't enough rain. If there isn't enough rain, the big robot can't collect enough. It will die almost immediately. Hello, Mr. Oliver 22. Hello. So the robot dies. The robot will die because there isn't enough water to sustain it. Same as if there isn't enough soil, isn't enough sunlight. Except it's a plant at the end of the day. Hello, bro. Smiley face. Okay, I guess Ellie and Oliver are friends. Isn't that sweet? So unless Elliot isn't referring to Oliver, if you're not friends, that's okay. Okay, Elliot's just dabbing now. Okay, now so then what would happen is these guys are fragile. I need to write it down or I forget. The smaller the robot, the better, because it means the less roots, mouths to feed, etc., etc. You are okay. Glad you're friends. Very cool. Very cool. Friendship is forever. My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic. That's a good TV series. Watch it seriously. Hundreds and shocked faces. We BFF. Ah, yeah. Friendship is magic. Friendship is magic. Um, I think I'm through season 3 now. Whatever. Um, Bigger the robot, the more fragile, but the bigger the robot, the more harm they do. Now the question is how does a robot reproduce? So the simple thing is robots make more robots. So let's say this robot is dead. Or this robot dead. It's on the ground, soil upturned, dead plant inside. Robot is dead now. There's soil pouring out. I'm sub to you. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. I appreciate the sub. Dead robot. So let's just say robot more robots get formed. I don't know. Nah, life finds a way. That's another motto. Important to learn. Important to learn. Life always. I just looked and there's a Dalek like above my head. Like I think that's Khan. I think although it looks regular, I know it's just a standard bronze, but I'm pretty sure when it got bought it, I think it said Khan, as in Cult of Skaro Khan. I don't know. I don't know. Um, I'm sorry. I'm getting a little nerdy. Getting a little nerdy. I'm a lot nerdy, especially because of Doctor Who. Um, I'm a Whovian. Um, what was I saying? Ah, yes, of course, of course. How? Wait. I started this an hour ago? That's crazy. That's crazy. How time flies. I should stop focusing. I should stop not focusing. I'm getting distracted. Ow. Getting distracted. Okay. So life finds a way. Before the plant dies, for real, FR. When the plant dying for real, it... No, actually, when the plant dies, not for real, any time it dies, it releases seeds. Loads of seeds, loads of seeds, loads of seeds. Seeds get released everywhere. So this changes this cycle. This cycle I've developed here. It changes the meaning. So now when when the plant dies, it releases seeds everywhere. Everywhere. Loads of little seeds, loads of little seeds. So what the robot kind of does is it dies with other robots. So let's say there's this squad of people who are gonna die. Suicide Squad. I did not intend that. I did not intend. But it's not kind of suicide. It's natural deaths. They're all about to die. They're all about to die. These robots. So they're all about to die. So they release their seeds into each other. Yes, seeds go all over the place. Flying seeds everywhere. Spewing from the eyes. So then, when the robot... So then this happens with the two robots. Half of the robots do this. Legs get pushed in. Bury the seed inside. Seed becomes brain. Brain controls robot. Life finds a way. Brain what? Brain seed for brain. Yes. However, half of the robots don't. They don't have enough soul. They're old robots. They're elderly. So they do the same thing, except let's say there isn't enough soil with the example here. Sunlight cannot pass through. Just isn't enough soil. The seed dies. Rip seed. So the seed is now dead. Yeah. Rip seed. Seed is dead. So the robot is dead. But now, because of this, seeds go everywhere. So even if that seed dies... No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Okay, so if the problem is the soil inside, how do they replenish the soil? They don't. What they do is they... Elia said he wants to see all your drawing. Um... I've mostly done it here. Mostly done it here. It's less a drawing and more... As I explained here, it's more lore. So it started off as a drawing, but a story. It went from drawing to ramble to... I hate these arrows are not good. Let me focus on... To story to Mr. Oliver 22 asking the question. And then it cycles back. So, that's the cycle. That's the cycle. What happened? Yes. So, um, yes, that is good. Oh my goodness, what time is it? Wow. Um, I'm not saying the timer because this is like worldwide. Woof, woof. That reminds me of I love dog. Okay. Um, I said okay at the same time as Mr. Oliver. Um, okay, wait. There's a situation. Let me just. Hello, I'm back. Hello, sorry, I'm so sorry. Family, they don't know how to use PowerPoint sometimes. Um, okay. This is working, right? Okay. Beep, beep. Would have been funny if that got closer. Hi. Sorry, I just got a snack for myself. Is that sound? There isn't a need to apologize. Well, you see, there isn't a need to there's never a need to apologize. Apolo if if you need to apologize, you're not actually apologizing. Because you're doing it because you need to, not because you want to. So let's just say, instead of saying there isn't a need, I didn't have to, but I still chose to because I don't know, I'm overly polite. Okay, what was I saying before I had to do? Okay, so there's like, of course. So the robots harvest the dead robot. It's dead. How does the torso look like again? Forgotten. It's been like 2 minutes. Has it been 2 minutes? I could probably check. You didn't travel to. You didn't have to. Did I say travel? I assume you mistyped have. Did I say travel or did I say have? Didn't travel to. Okay, no, I was about to rewind my stream, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just gonna assume whatever you intended to type, you intended to type. Wesley. Um so dead. Okay, thank goodness. I got scared I said it wrong. You don't want to know how many times I've said something wrong. Um so now it's dead. It has some soil but not enough. My stupid autocorrect messes with. Okay, I love dogs. Thank you. Everyone loves dogs. I'm more of a cat person, but still love to. My brother owns a dog, and he also owns PowerPoint and doesn't know how to use it. Sorry. Um, the robot's dead. There's soil inside, but there's not enough soil. I should rename the stream to like lore or something like that. I'll do it later. Um, yes, dogs. Oh, wait, okay, dogs. Okay, yeah. Yes, cats are evil masterminds. That is. Sorry, I'm pulling up my phone. Cats are evil masterminds. I have like 3 cats. Well, it's family cats. One acts like a granny. One acts like a mastermind. The other one, so many war crimes. Um. Okay, so robot dead. Okay, there's a war going on in the chat. Okay, robot is now dead. Rip robot. Um. And okay, so soil. Let's say there's a seed in there, but it won't grow because it can't have sunlight. Because what the robots would do is they rip apart the robot, they turn the robot into junk. Literally rip apart it, just add some cracks and some tired eyes. I'm not tired, you're tired. So pressing that button. Um, so robots in pieces, and then they turn those pieces into a small robot. It's a smaller robot. Okay, okay. So robot becomes smaller robot because that robot can no longer have it. So it could become a smaller robot. However, if you want to keep its size, you could just add more soil through the eye, but you know, that's not going to happen naturally. I suppose that's not also not going to happen. None of this is natural. I made it up. Um, so that gives small robot context. Everyone loves context. Now, big giving flower, I like to think that's Granny. Granny. That's the dead relative. Um, yes. So that's the dead relative. Let's just say that. Um, so those are cracks, by the way. Those are my attempt at cracks. Draw dog, please. Well, to pause the break, to draw a dog, I would draw a furry dog. So I'd probably do like a. Now the dog I have isn't that smart, so I'm just gonna draw it kinda eyes far apart. Like big head, small thoughts. And then I would like that the dog I have has floppy ears and a collar. And a fluffy chest. And of course, well every dog has um a tiny man in its ear. A tiny man, a tiny man, like the tiny man sits in a dog's ear and like tells it stuff to eat. So the tiny man's like, "Oh man, you should totally chew on that sock over there." And the dog's like, "Okay." Seriously, if you want to confirm, check your own dog. There's a tiny person in every dog's ear telling them what to chew and eat. The tiny man's evil. Because any person who's like, "Oh dog, you should eat that," so the dog gets in trouble is evil. Because no one likes it when dogs are in trouble. Not even the dogs. Not even us. Um, what was that? Oh yeah. Okay. What a lovely little dog. Um, boop boop. Am I on white ink? Not ink. Well, fake ink. Digital ink. Pretend ink. What was I saying? So, that dog's probably gonna. I'm probably gonna edit the thumbnail and edit that dog in. Later though. Later. 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 Okay. So a robot would get bigger by harvesting more robots, so they steal flesh, metal flesh. PG. This is PG. Don't worry. So I love a good chocolate mousse. Okay. So robots. These are like scavengers. So the scavengers would steal from those robots and put them into themselves. That's not how I draw arrows. I'm quirky. So, yup, PG. Yeah, PG. Um, we only eat robotic flesh on this channel. Normal flesh is out the question. So, so I need a straight to my back. This is the camera, and I swear you're just getting my forehead at this moment. Okay, so then the robot. This scavenges for this, and they get bigger and bigger until, I don't know, they become either this guy or this guy. But they don't get too big, because the bigger they get, the more, say it with me, fragile. The more fragile. I feel like a teacher at a lecture. The more fragile they become. And then they die. The seeds go everywhere. Spew seed. This looks like they're in pain because they're dying. They do this. If they can't grow, they die for real. FR. And then, yes. Okay. So, I'm sorry, my phone needs charging. 11%. Okay, my phone's gonna die soon. Whatever. Rip phone, I guess. Rip phone. Whatever. Who needs phones anyway? It's not like it's like the #1 communication thing these days. Um, what was I doing? Is that the entire life cycle mapped out? Okay. Okay, this light is being annoying because I built it on the same layer. Anyway, now that's fixed. So let's map this out one more time. The life cycle of Boris. And that wasn't the pen, was it? Okay. So first, the life cycle of Boris. So there's a robot with a flower inside. There's a brain. And then, oh, keep pressing that button. And then the flower, then the robot looks up for sunlight to enter through the eye and gives the flower life. Now if we just go all the way here, but I'm going to remove that arrow because it's ugly. It lifts its hollow arms for rain to water the plant. It's full of soil, by the way. Inside the leg, there are insects that kind of escape when it moves and like come back. When it steps on, let's say, it steps on a crab. Ouch. The crab goes in the hollow leg, and the spiders inside eat the crab for food. So there's an ecosystem. Dot. That's how you're supposed to be. However, life doesn't last forever. The flower dies, begins to die, and it releases seeds. So all the robots meet. What do you play? I mostly play Minecraft, to be honest. That's the only game I really play. That and the game of life. Not the board game, as in I live. It's only me and Elliot. Is it? Ah, cool. Um, so they spew seeds everywhere, and so then now they have new fresh seeds, or the original seed. They do this to stop, inbreeding. Now, then they put the legs inside them, like that, and they put the soil up to grow. However, some soil falls out the eye hole, and if enough, and because soil falls out the eye hole, they repeat this. However, there's less and less soil, and the robot eventually has not enough sunlight, can't access it. It dies. When it dies, it collapses, and the other robots build junk out of the smaller robots. Now, some seeds left in here. Now, that's much better, much better. Okay, bye, Elliot. I'm literally going to end the stream soon anyway. This is just recapping to make sure I haven't missed anything. So, the seeds grow, if sometimes, very rare. and they form smaller robots from the scrap, and then the smaller robots steal scrap, and they eventually become big. Can you draw me? Um, no, don't. Okay, sorry, I didn't see that original message. Well, go to channel. That looks like that is okay. Take a moment to appreciate Mr. Oliver 22's profile picture. It's starfish, not starfish. It is Patrick from SpongeBob outside Squidward's house, staring into a rock, or was that a mirror? Now, there's such an appreciation to that. Because you have to remember, you got that from somewhere. And I don't know where you got that from, unless you made it yourself. Um, First I'm gonna finish this. Okay, so then robot becomes big, too big is fragile, or it becomes that and gets trampled, and then the cycle continues. Yes. No, it's just like ellipses. Um, hmm. Finally, let me just. Okay. So let's just start with a circle and add a triangle. After this, I'm gonna end because literally I'm tired. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't targeted to you. So then there's. They were love hearts actually. And then there's like a. So then Patrick is like doing this for reasons. Then always press that button. Always press that button. I swear. Um, let's just add a belly button because that's what Patrick has. I'm just gonna end this. And then Patrick is like staring. I this gives me mirror vibes, but it's the same color as Patrick's house. So I'm not sure if it's Patrick's house or is it a mirror. Is it? I'm just gonna leave that color. There's like Squidward's house in behind, which is literally just a Minecraft villager, but like this. Isn't that what his house looks like? Actually, it's a little lower. This, see, I feel like I've made a mistake here, but wider nose, and then there's like a door. There's like steps. Um, his home. Okay. So just picking a pink. Of course. Of course. What have I missed? Sorry about that. It just means there's a tiny gap within my lines. My not very good line art. Wait. What is this? Of course, I always forget that. Always forget. Ah, yes. Oh, I forgot his eyebrows. I'm sorry. And that wrong button. It's like a... Of course, there's his house and the... Not his house. Squidward's house. I think those steps are grey, so I'm just gonna assume they are. And his house is like a... It's like that. Okay. Um, is that everything? I think that's everything. Apart from the background, which 100 out of 10. Glad it's up there. Um, because I'm tired. Um, well, I've done a lot. I'm gonna call that the end. So, uh, how do I make the camera bigger? Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. Bye.